Good day. My name is Olaniyo Abdullahi. I am the brain behind Remarks Innovative Farms. Today's topic is all about how you can win and apply for grants in 2022. And the lecturer for today is Mr. Adubiaro Hafiz. Let me quickly tell you about him before I hand the microphone over to him. Mr. Adubiaro Hafiz is the founder and CEO of Adubiaro Farms. And Adubiaro Farms is into crop farming, crop processing, consultancy, farm setup, and management services. He founded and registered Adubiaro Farms in 2014. And Mr. Adubiaro Office has won some grants in the past, among which are YouWin and Tony Elumelu Foundation. And I want him to share us his experience and he should briefly tell us how we can go about it. Thank you. Let us listen to him.
And so a brief introduction about me has been sent to the WhatsApp group, and I hope that we've been able to go through it. So I don't need to say much about introduction, all right? So, and we had a speaker last week who discussed extensively about how to apply and win business grants. And we don't need to go over that all over again. The speaker did well. I mean, the lecturer did well, and he covered the basic areas. And I hope we have been able to put in practice all the things he discussed. If we've tried, if we have tried our hands or to make use of those information. All right. So I will just try to go over some points and to clarify, and most importantly, to relate it directly to my personal experience. I have won at least 3 grants in the past, 2 of which were World Bank sponsored, and so this is going to be a practical, like how I actually did it, and relating to the lecture we got last week. I'll try as much as possible to be as short and brief as possible so that we can have more time for questions and answers, because I understand that we've done the lecture last week, and so we probably have questions. All right. Okay. So last week, so the few points I would like to just go over again, like to explain a bit more. The grants, we all know what business grants are, and business grants is one of the means of raising funds for your business, and it's different from loan, as you all know. And so business grants, you don't need to pay back, it's free, and once you meet the selection criteria and you are awarded the grant. Okay, so so one of the things that you need to really get to work on to be able to be selected is that you need to study the selection criteria. And so you study the questions, you answer the questions in a separate place, then you read over again at another time. You don't, like, maybe when you have gone to answer the questions, all right, and so you don't read over again immediately. You read over again maybe tomorrow, and that is why it is important for you to apply some days ahead of the closing time. As a matter of fact, I will advise that as soon as you are aware that there is a grant, that the application is open, try as much as possible to apply as soon as possible. As soon as you have gathered all the needed, what's it called, materials you need for the application, try as much as possible to gather them, and try as much as possible to apply as soon as possible so that you can have some time to review. So when you review, like 2 or 3 days after you have written your answers down, you are most likely reading like a different person. There are times you'll be like, So is this what I wrote? No. This is how I should have written it. All right. And if you had submitted that time, that's how you would have submitted it. So when you read later, you will realize so many things that you should have done. All right. Then searching for the opportunities. There's a particular website which I would like to give us, opportunitiesforafricans.com. It's one of the websites where you can search um, for opportunities, for grant opportunities. Not only grants, they also post scholarships and competitions, proposals and all of that. All right. So opportunitiesforafricans.com, just like that. Opportunitiesforafricans.com as a single word. And if you click on it, you'll see the opportunities, and you can click which ones applies to Nigerians that Nigerians can apply to. And then you can see the selection criteria, you can see the closing date, you can see the amount, you can see the benefits and everything that you need to know. All right. Okay. So aside searching for the business, for the grants and use studying the selection criteria, you need to understand what exactly is the aim of the award granting organization. Like, what is their aim? Are they trying to promote gender equality? Are they trying to what's it called, to support the sustainable development goals? Are they trying to? So you really need to understand: is it a government establishment? Is it a personal NGO? Is it a global organization like World Health Organization or something like that? So when you know what they want, when you know the body in charge that wants to award these grants, then you know what exactly they are looking towards. Yeah, there will be a brief description of what they want. All right. Then you will know how to tailor your application to suit exactly what they want. Like, let's say for instance, if they want to tackle sustainable development goals, that means you need to model your application to reflect the things that you do that makes you also support the sustainable development goals, and like the what's it called, um gender equality, increased involvement for the women, and fight against poverty and hunger, and all of that. All right, then sustainable environment, recycling of waste, and renewable energy. These are areas that they are really looking towards. They are really looking forward to people to give solutions to this problem, to make our environment sustainable and all of that. So if your business proposal is is in that line already, so you just need to, and if it's not in that line, you can, then there are some grants that are targeted at social entrepreneurs. Social entrepreneurs are entrepreneurs that really focus on what's it called, on the society at large, offering value, and there are some social entrepreneurs that are profitable, and there are some social entrepreneurs that, hello, farmer. Okay. All right. So,
Yeah, we can hear you, sir. Go on, sir.
can we mute from Adedoja, please?
Okay,
Please
move from
mute from
Adedoja.
Adedoja. Okay. Can I go on, please? Can I
You
go
can go
on?
on. You can go on, sir.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Yes,
So, I haven't done that. The things that we need to
yes, you can go
focus
on.
on. Okay. All right. So the things that we need to focus on: the business plan, um, business plan. Let me quickly give you a what's it called? There's a particular website, B hyphen. I can type these websites to the WhatsApp group after the this discussion. All right. So the website is b-ok.org. So this is a website that has, over 1 million books where you can read about anything, about business, about anything. So if you want to know how to write a business plan, if you want to read about, there's a particular book. Let me quickly go and check. Give me some. Okay, 1 minute, please. So there's a particular book that, it's a complete, the complete book of business plans. So I think this book contains business plans of established organizations, one of the best business plans so far. I think there's a business plan for Amazon is there or something. So there are business plans of so many companies that you can review and go through and see, how a standard business plan is. And also, you can also read books that can give you practical guide towards how to write your own business plan. Now, there's something very common. Some people will ask me, Afeez, come and give me the business plan that you used to apply to Elumelu, or come and give me the business plan that you used to apply to YouWin. So many people have been asking me this in the past. And you really do not need anybody's business plan. There are times that if you see anybody else's business plan, it will confuse you. The best thing is for you to design your own business plan. Now, apparently, different grants opportunities or grant applications ask different questions. Grant applications is usually questions and answers. So in most cases, it's not like you are applying with your business plan only. You are answering the questions that you are asked. Now, you cannot give them an answer to a question that they did not ask you, but you have to provide answers to questions that they have asked. And there's one tip I need to give you, all right? There are times that they will tell you the number of words, that maximum 50 words, maximum 200 words. If a particular section has maximum of 200 words, don't go and write an answer that is 20 words. That means you really do not have anything to say. All right. So if you're answering, so you have to be sure that your answer has to be from maybe 195 words and above, maybe 198, 199, or even exact 200. So it will show that you really have much more to say, but if not for the fact that there is a limitation on the number of words. All right. Okay. So majority of the grants are questions and answers. And so if you ask anybody, give me the business plan that you used to, there's really no business plan in place for all applications. All right. Then another thing is, when you apply for business grants, it develops you, it makes you to be more aware of your business. It makes you to be more aware of your business, and it makes you a better business person. It makes you really understand your business, your competitors, your target audience, your financials, so these are the things that ordinarily you should be aware of, and have basic fundamental knowledge of before even going into the business. So when you apply to business grants and you answer these questions, you realize some things that you should ordinarily know before starting. All right. So when writing a business plan, there's a particular part of business plan, which is the executive summary. The executive summary is a brief of, by the time you read the book that states clearly and that guides how to write a business plan, you really understand what an executive summary is. And by the time you go through books that are, the complete book of business plans, all right, you will see prototype of, you will see executive summaries of other companies too, so it can guide you on how to prepare your executive summary and the things that needs to be in the executive summary, most especially the figures, the statistics. All right. So then when you're applying for business grants, it's important, if there are parts of the application that you think you do not really have 100% knowledge about, you can hire an expert to help you do that. It's very important. It's very important. And at times, people tend to look over the essence of hiring an expert. You know, the first grant I won, there's no what's it called? The first, okay. Are we online?
Yes, sir, we are online, sir. We can hear you, sir.
Okay, all right. So the business grant I got, the time I got the business grant, the business plan, all right. I went to meet somebody who already won that particular grant before, and I told him I'm interested in applying, that he should guide me towards applying. And we had an agreement that, okay, you'd give me X percentage of this grant when it comes through. And I agreed. Now, come to think of it, if I say, oh, I can't give you out of the grant when it comes, you know, that I would have probably lost it 100%. So I would rather have a part of something meaningful than 100% of nothing. That's how I got the first grant. And when I got the first grant, then I studied the answers. The answers he supplied to them, and that is what guided me towards applying to the remaining ones. And that's another thing. When you win a business grant, when you win a single business grant, it gives yeah. So when you win a business grant, hello, are we online, please?
Yes, we can hear
Yes,
you. Go
you are.
ahead.
Yes, we are.
Okay. Okay, all right. So as an amateur, yes, you can apply, you can start applying. And if you apply and you are not successful, your application is not successful, do not be discouraged. Do not be like, this is not even worth it. Apply over and over again, apply the following year, apply to other institutions, other applications. As you apply, you learn. As you apply, you learn more about how to apply and how to be a successful business person. Like I have said to you, you get to understand your business more. All right. So, and so there's a particular, what's it called? So we have talked about the executive summary, which is in the business plan. The business plan is a full, total document, a complete package, a detailed explanation. Somebody who has never heard about your business before, if he gets hold of your business plan, should be able to know the details of your business. So now there's a part of okay, there's something we call business model canvas. The lecturer last week talked about it briefly. Now, business model canvas is the basic, the fundamental thing that you need to understand about your business. There is Lagos Business School, Harvard Business School, whatever business school, whatever business training, the business model canvas is the first model they treat. It's the first thing that a business person needs to understand. The business model canvas would make you really understand who are your key partners, what are your key activities, your key resources, your cost structure, your value proposition, the customer relationships, the channels, the customer segments, the revenue streams. When you go through these in details, you will understand how to put, when you really understand your business model canvas, when you understand your key partners, when you know your key activities, when you know your value propositions, when you know the channels, everything, then you are in business already. If you don't know your business model canvas, if you cannot answer if you cannot fill the blocks in the business model canvas, then you're not in business yet. So you need to know how to to understand the business model canvas. And also there is elevator pitch. So elevator pitch is a 1 minute summary of your business, like a jingle. Now, the idea behind the elevator pitch is, let's say you mistakenly find yourself in an elevator. Let's say you mistakenly find yourself in an elevator with Dangote or Tedola or Buhari or Sanwo-Olu or somebody very, very important, that you are just fortunate to be in the elevator. That's the elevator pitch. That you are just fortunate to be in the elevator with that person. And within the next 1 minute, you need to give him all the information that you want to give him, because within the next minute, the elevator will make him land in whatever floor is going on the building, and you will depart. And you may not have the opportunity of seeing that person again in your life. All right. So, what exactly are you going to say to Dangote within 1 minute? Or what exactly are you going to tell that person within 1 minute? Are you going to tell him, or hello, I'm doing bro and the likes, and you really cannot say something very important, all right? So the elevator pitch is like a jingle of your business, a summary that will make him to say, wow, okay, that will make him give you his business card and book a session with you and give you an appointment. Oh, let us discuss about this. All right. So there are key parts of elevator pitch that that will make it a standard elevator pitch. All right. So you can Google about elevator pitch. You can search for that website for elevator pitch. If there are books about elevator pitch, you can Google about elevator pitch and see how you can draft your elevator pitch. Now, like I said earlier, that you can hire an expert. Now, the business model canvas, the elevator pitch, you can hire an expert to help you look at how to formulate your business model canvas. You understand your business. You are the one in business. So when you discuss with the expert that, okay, this is what I do, this is where, he will ask you questions, and together you can build your business model canvas. Then the person can as well help you build your elevator pitch. Yes, you can build your elevator pitch yourself. You can do these things yourself, yeah. And there are books that would help you to do that. But then if you think you need an expert to do that for you, it is advisable you get an expert to do it for you, because those two things are very important, most especially your elevator pitch, because you never can tell when you would have a very, very, you would have an opportunity of meeting a very important person, and you need to give him information about your business that would make him book an appointment with you, and that may be an opportunity that will change your life forever. All right. So, like I have said, you keep trying, keep applying, and you will learn, and you learn as you apply. All right. So, I think we should allow questions. Because I think we should allow questions, and so we can have enough time to answer them.
I want to say
Hello, you.
thank you very much to our lecturer. You have
All
gave
right.
concise look into the topic of the day. I will employ
Yeah.
each and every one of us to dilute what he has said and come up with questions, because the truth is we can't always understand things at once, and I'll be hoping that each and every one of us will have one question that they want to ask. Please let us come up with questions so that it can also give further clarification to aspect of the topic that might not be too clear to us. Thank you very much.
Okay. All right, so we're waiting for the questions. Maybe the participants would raise up their hand. And you can unmute the person that wants to ask
Hello.
question, and we take their question.
No, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa barakatuh.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
So I joined the meeting late, but
Okay.
I followed the class last week. You come out to WhatsApp and tell us on how we are going to see the grant of and everything. I don't know if I'm mistaken, if it's still the continuation of the class or the topic is changed, so that my question will not be diverted to the topic being you want to discuss tonight.
Okay, so the thing is, first, I'm not the speaker for the lecturer for last week is different from the lecturer of today, but the topic is still the same: how to apply and
Okay,
win business grants. All right. So it's like a
okay,
review
fine.
of last week, and so
Okay,
we discussed
okay. Then
and
sorry
three
for
questions on
joining
my
late
side.
and not following since you have started the meeting. But
No problem. You can go ahead.
my question now is they have explained everything for us in the last class. So
Okay.
fine. Now we wanted to go to applying for grant, or you want to start something by some link that they have sent in the groups, because I tried some, but I
All
later
right.
see that I can't just do it alone unless I have someone that's going to
Okay.
guide me. Or so how do we go about that? That's my first question. And the second
Okay.
question is it that there's someone that can do it on behalf, that's going to train and pay for his service? Or no, someone cannot just go like that and start applying to the link and code that is being sent to the groups. So now I'm still confusing on that. So I don't know if you can
Sorry.
just
Sorry.
elaborate and
Please.
give.
Please.
No, I'm with you.
Sorry. Please ask the second question again, please.
So the second question is the link. They send some link to the groups that we
Yeah.
can just go and apply for the grant of and co. So in case
Yeah.
it's available, or when
Yeah.
there is an opportunity for it, we might show interest, and we are going to
Okay.
prepare business plan.
Yeah.
So my question is now that someone that did not know anything about it, though it's not that you
All right.
cannot compose a business plan, but
Yeah.
you must know how to do everything. Like
Yeah.
someone that is into it, that can just guide you. So that is
Mm.
there any service rendered for that, or how do we go about that?
Okay. Okay. So let me quickly answer that question. I think your two questions are almost the same. Talking about you not having enough expertise to be able to handle the grant applications and answering the questions. All right. Okay. So
Yes.
I discussed briefly in this discussion about business plan, basically how to write the business plan, and I gave a website, a particular website where you can get
And that's why I
books.
said I joined late.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
What's
So
the
I
website?
said,
What do you mean?
so the website is B. Do you have a pen there, or we would post it on the WhatsApp group, right? We would post it on the WhatsApp group after the conversation, anyways. All right. Or do you have a pen there? So I call the website now. Are you there?
I think it will be better if you send
Yeah,
the
you
link
can
to
call
the
it
group.
now.
Okay. The website again is B as in ball, then B dash OK.org. Dash is replacing O in book. It's supposed to be book.org, but dash is replacing the first O, b-ok.org. So when you click that website, when you open the website, it's a website that has over 1 million books. You can read about whatever you want to read about business planning, strategy, and all of that. Okay. So you can just type business plan as one of the keywords, as the keywords to search for rather. So you get books that would guide you on how to write your business plan. So the truth is, whatever experts we have, whatever the experts too, they develop the expertise, they learn, they have that experience probably during, like I said earlier, that the first grant I did not even know anything about how to write business plan or how to apply for a business grant. All right. So you can as well learn, you can learn. You need to spend enough time to learn how to write a business plan. And like I have said, there are basic components. Aside the business plan, you need to know you need to understand your business model canvas. These are words that you can search on Google, or you can also type business model canvas on that website to see if there are books about business model canvas. But it's a straightforward document. It's a page document that has 9 blocks, like questions that when you answer them, you really understand your business, like your key partners. So who are your key partners in business? Your key partners could be those who are supplying you your raw materials, those who are your regular customers, those who are rendering some services to you, So those are your key partners, your key activities. And so when you're able to understand your business model canvas and you're able to answer the questions, the 9 blocks of the business model canvas,
Thank you
you
very
would
much.
really understand. Yeah.
Please, before giving a roundup, let's have one or two more questions. I can see Yusuf Ahmed raising his hand. Please, Yusuf Ahmed, go ahead, ask a question.
Okay. All right. So please ask your question. Sorry, who are we expecting?
It seems it's in a rowdy place. So
Okay.
any
So can
other
we allow
person that
another
has
person?
question can just go ahead. Okay, from my own end, I would say a big thank you to you for coming up and sharing your view,
For that,
because it is often said that. Hello, can you hear me?
you have
Yes,
question,
I can
Mr.
hear. I'm listening.
Okay, it's often said that people that have knowledge, they are usually trying to keep it to themselves. But for we to have someone coming out and telling us how we can really get this, I think is a laudable uh, one for you. I want to say thank you very much for coming out and sharing your view. And I can say in years to come, we can always one or two of us can look back and say when Mr. Adubiaro was giving lecture, he take a knack from it and he got a grant. So I don't know if Mr. Lanian has a question or contribution to make. Thank you very much.
Okay, sir, Mr. Adubiaro, I really appreciate you and your time for honoring
All right.
our with him. May God Almighty Allah bless you and increase you in that, sir. I would like to ask a question on behalf of somebody. The person
Okay.
is not. The person said, like, do we need to register our business before we apply for a grant?
Okay. All right. Well, I'm not sure if there are some business grant applications that may allow those who have not registered their business to apply. But the best thing is for you to register your business before you apply for any grant. It increases your chance of winning that that grant by a very wide margin. Because let's say you are not the only one applying for the grant. We have more than. There are times that maybe over 100,000 is applying for a grant and they are picking just 1,000. That means they are picking just 1 out of 100. All right. If out of 100,000, 70,000 register their business plan, and you're part of the 30,000 that did not register their business plan. So easily with that, they can screen you out and focus on those that have registered their business plans. I hope you understand. All right. So do things that would make you to stand the chance of winning the grant. So the most important, a very, very important factor is registering your business name, your business. It makes them know that you are serious, you know what you are doing, and you are ready for the business. You are not just doing try and error. All right.
Okay, thank you, sir. And there's another question again. The grants
Okay.
available for startup or business?
Okay, so there are grants that are for startups. There are grants that are for existing businesses. There are grants that allows. So, like I said earlier, you need to understand the selection criteria. So when there's a grant opportunity, go and study the selection criteria. Some people will say businesses between 0 to 3 years. That means if it's at the idea stage, you can apply. It should not exceed 3 years. So if your business has been existing for 5 years, that means they will not choose you for that grant. All right. So it depends. Some people they focus on businesses that's the growth stage already. Some grants opportunities focuses on those that the startup. So there's no a fixed criteria that okay, all grant applications focuses on startups or focuses on growth stage. So it depends on what grants you're applying for. So when you check the application criteria, the selection criteria, you would understand if you really fit in or not. Hello.
Okay, thank you, sir. I really appreciate your time, sir. I don't know if
Okay.
there's any
So,
class.
do we still have questions?
In the absence of no
Okay.
question, I will employ you to just give a final notes on the topic. Thank you very much.
Okay, right. So in the absence of questions, let me quickly conclude what I was trying to discuss the other time. So about so the key words that you need to go and search about, and so we discussed about business plan. How can you write your business plan? Go and search for books that explains in details how to write a business plan. Then there's a executive summary. This is a very important part of your business plan, which you need to know how to write. Then there is what we call business model canvas. Business model canvas, you need to understand what it is and how you can formulate the business model canvas for your business. And also elevator pitch, we have discussed what elevator pitch is, and so you can search online about how to come up with your elevator pitch. So by the time you go through this, you elevator pitch, business model canvas, business plan, executive summary, and you do this over and over again, you would you'd be able to gather experience on how to write a business plan, or how to apply for grants and win the grant. So just keep trying, keep applying, and you will also be an expert. So thank you.
So thank you very much, sir. I really appreciate your time, sir. I think we
You're
can call
welcome.
it. Sir. Thank you, sir.
All right, you're welcome.